Do you want to get ahead of the competition by creating more ink and being able to play the most powerful cards way before your opponent can? Then Sapphire Ink is what you should plan for. Welcome, fellow rebels. Today we're going to take a look at the strategic prowess of the Sapphire cards in Disney's Lorcana. We're first going to take a look at the text that Disney put up on the Lorcana website that they have for the Sapphire Ink. Sapphire glimmers are intellectual, intelligent, and creative. They excel at strategy, invention, and the arts. They can almost always know something, plan something, or invent something that will win the day. So if you couldn't tell from the text there, essentially the really great thing that Sapphire cards are able to do is essentially allow you to get more ink in your inkwell, as well as give you lots of bonuses in other areas. So we're going to start with that first point here, putting cards in your inkwell. Now I have my example inkwell here at the bottom, a lot less space than you normally will because it won't be congested here. But first card we're going to talk about is Grammatala. Now Grammatala from Moana is cost 2, inkable. Now, she only has 1 strength and 1 willpower, which you might think is kind of weak for a ink cost 2 card. Well, that's because her ability, I Will Be With You. When this character is banished, you may put this card into your inkwell face down and exerted. So, what I like to say about Grammatala is she's the kamikaze card for the Sapphire cards. So what you'll do is you'll play her, and you can quest for her a little bit if you want, but when you see your opportunity, just challenge somebody, or they'll challenge her, kill her in 1 hit, she'll deal 1 damage, but then instead of putting in your discard pile, you put her in your inkwell. So that's a free ink that you can use. Now, it does say specifically on the card, you put the card in your inkwell face down and exert it, which means you can't use it on the turn that she's banished. So what I'll typically do is put her down, and then whatever the first card is, just exert it, to show that you can't use it during that turn. But at the top of the next turn, you got 2 ink instead of 1 that you're starting out with. Now, the second card in here that has to deal with ink is 1 Jump Ahead. Now, this is an action song, so if you have a card like, let's say, Grammatala, who can sing it, you can play it for free. But what this allows you to do is take the top card of your deck, you can't look at it, and you just put it in your inkwell face down. Now, this is a card you'll see almost at least 3 or 4 of in every Sapphire deck. For that specific reason, it's just cost 2. You can get more ink in your inkwell. The one downside to this card, and a couple other cards that let you just take from your deck and put into your inkwell, is you can't see what you're inking. So, I mean, this could be a really good card that you wanted and you just inked it, but that's part of the risk and, the reward of the whole thing there. Now, the second topic we're going to talk about are healing cards. Now, Lorcana has a lot of different cards that allow you to heal in many of the other different ink colors, but where the most healing, and I'd say most effective healing, is found in Sapphire. So we're going to start off here with the Coconut Basket, one of the 2 items in Sapphire that allows you to heal. The other one is the Magical Golden Flower from Rapunzel. That one you banish for healing 3 whenever you use it, so it's not used as much as the Coconut Basket here, which is whenever you play a character, you can remove up to 2 damage from the chosen character. So let's say we have Simba in here, and he's got 2 damage on him. Let's say we got our Grammatala here in our hand, and we play her, you can take that 2 damage and remove it. So that way, no longer has that. Another healing item, or healing character, I should say, is Queen of Agrabah Jasmine. So let's say we got, this is a different card here. She's, let's say, has 3 health. She's got 2 damage. This Simba's got 2 damage. As soon as you play this Queen of Agrabah Jasmine, Due to her ability Caretaker, when you play this character and whenever she quests, you may remove up to 2 damage from each of your characters. So it's not just like Coconut Basket where when you use the item or when you play a character you can remove it just from one of them. Either when you play her, which you can shift 3 since she's a Floodborn character, or you quest with her and you get your 2 lore there. She's got 5 willpower, so she's quite hardy. You can take 2 damage off of every single character that's in play. So that's quite useful for her there. Now the third point that we're going to talk about is an increase in lore gain. So, to first kind of talk about that, we're going to have our Strange but Special Bell. Now, this Bell card is legendary, so you're not going to see a lot of it, but first thing that she can do is read a book. During your turn, you may put down an additional card from your hand into your inkwell face down. Now, she's cost 4, inkable. She only gets 1 lore whenever she quests, so strategy-wise, due to that ability, you don't have to have her exerted or anything, so just having her in play, while dangerous because some cards can still target and deal damage to her without being challenged, it's probably best to keep her unquested and safe so that way she's not taken out. Because her final ability there is My Favorite Part. So, for My Favorite Part, when you have 10 or more cards in your inkwell, this character gets +4 lore. So, let's say, you know, we're gonna stack up a little bit here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get to 10 lore, or 10 ink in your inkwell there. All of a sudden, she is 5 lore when she quests. Which also, if you hold on to this card and play it later in the game when you're, closer to 10, can be quite a surprise, and, you get 5 lore then every time you quest with her, which is the most that a character can get in the game, though, when it comes to just plain stats, she only has 1 lore. So that's quite strong. Quite a sought-after character there. The final card that we're going to talk about here is the Eye of the Fates. Now, this is a card that I've been using a lot more often because since it's an item card and it doesn't get banished at all, you can just keep using it whenever you have characters, which is great. Inkable, cost 4, its ability is See the Future. And now this card is from Hercules with the 3 fates there with the 1 sharing eyeball. So, when you exert the card, chosen character gets +1 lore this turn. So let's say you have this Bell out, you have your 10 ink out, she's already getting you 5 lore, you have this item, you exert it, she gets you 6 lore. And you can do it to any character. So this item's pretty great whenever you have any character in play. They can just score you 1 more point for free each turn. Quite a useful item, in my opinion. And that's everything you'll need to know about the Sapphire Ink and Lorcana. If you're looking for more videos on Lorcana, check out the playlist or video here. Till next time, have fun and game on.